Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Ryan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Freeman. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense heading out. You know, last year at this time, Charles, we said this was a franchise that's kind of been in neutral for a while. They're not neutral anymore. Defending Super Bowl champs. What do you think, favorites again?
I think so, because this team has few holes, if any. Look, your quarterback, Carson Wentz, gets hurt before the season's over. His backup, Nick Foles, wins Super Bowl MVP. Wentz probably would have won the regular season if he finished out the year. Offensive line, one of the best in the game. Passing game keeps getting better. Multiple runners who can run it and catch it. Flip it over to defense. Tremendous defensive front. They can just swarm and get after you. Great coordinator, very creative. The big thing for them, they'll have to take everyone's best shot week in and week out during the season.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's J.J. Wilcox. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The tackle there by Chris Long.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight, but so far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
13. Here we go. 20. Black. Hey, stack. Hey, Lou.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him.
Pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. Now it's Ajayi. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, gun. 54, south. Gun. Hey, wait. Hey, express. 21. Hey, gun. Gun. Hey, gun. Gun. Hey, express. 20. 11.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together 2 or 3?
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. The defending champion Eagles having their troubles in this first game since Super Bowl 52. But they've got a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game. And
this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ryan forced out to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down, Lop.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the rout is on here in this first half. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Eagles. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Shit. Lead 5-7. Lion.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go one more.
Rip.
Check hot route. Hot. Hatch.
Shit.
Who do you want?
This is Howard on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Strong right.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on third down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
To throw, it's Wentz. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right.
Ready. 280. Hey, express.
Watch 12.
Go.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, wait. Gun.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan being chased out left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get out.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Ready, 280. Hey, wait. Get out.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, and the Falcons add on. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, 74, 74.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Shorty.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll check in for the first time with him. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
46 down, man, 5-4. Here we go. 20.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on now. Let's go.
Yo.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. Third quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, 57.
Check 50.
Shorty.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Lady! Rip.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Looking like the Vic Beasley of 2016 on that play, Charles.
That's the one that they want, too, because remember, that Vic Beasley, 15.5 sacks, led the NFL in that category that season. Dropped to just 5 in 2017. He also dropped into coverage more, trying to help out his team.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Blitz coming and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Go. Lady!
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
There we go. Back man. 20.
On 1st down, Wentz. Flushed out right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
they
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee,
and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Deion Jones able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Hey, 52, great.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. After the interception, here's Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, let's go. 12. Here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Ram.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
52, please 5-7.
Again, it's Wentz. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
What's on? Ram.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Wait!
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nigel Bradham in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long.
Advantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. 20! And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Bosher to... And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz now to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Wentz going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seeming
there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Ryan wants to throw it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
About that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
Alshon Jeffrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up. We don't want to bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the white flag, they forfeiting it.